Whoop de fucking do. It's still happening right now. They still killing us and getting away with it. You see what I'm saying? They still doing it. You know what I mean?
From the struggle, I started with nothing, still hustling for some. Gotta go get it. Invest on the edit, just watch how I spend it. Came from the hood, where niggas be acting like bitches. And bitches be dying for butter. Lead a nigga on and leave him as soon as he's.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy NFL Harlem, man. Ain't never fake loyalty. You already know I'm back with another video. This video, y'all already can tell by the title what it's gonna be about. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hold y'all up too long, man. Make sure y'all like the video, you know what I'm saying? Leave a comment and let me know what y'all think about it or whatever, you know what I'm saying? If I ain't asking too much, you dig? But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Hit that bell too, hit that post notification bell so y'all can be notified for when them videos drop, you know what I'm saying? But let's get into it, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long, bro. Let's go.
There's no way to possibly talk about Black history and notable events without mentioning the Black Panther Party at any point. The interesting revolution was one of the things that changed the perspectives and lives of Black people all over the United States of America. One of the major turning points in the history of African Americans is the 1960 civil rights legislation that was passed. Racial oppression was a constant part of every Black American's life in that period. Well, it's only slightly different now. But back in the 1950s, Black people decided they had had enough, and it was time for them to fight for their rights. As a result, the American Civil Rights Movement began. Protesting against racial segregation and discrimination, the enslaved Black Americans got a chance at emancipation with the basic civil rights they got in the 14th and 15th Amendments to the U.S. Constitution. Although this amendment happened in the 1960s, Black Americans were still discriminated against because of their race. The government couldn't provide federal protection to these civil rights for Black Americans. This is why different groups of Black people came up, deciding to protect themselves as much as they could. One of the products of this meaningful decision is the Black Panther Party. It was a thriving solution to the problem, till the unthinkable happened and everything came crashing down. So what exactly happened to the Black Panthers? Let's find out.
We hate oppression. We hate murder of Black people in our communities.
Before this video even gets started, man, for real, shout out to all the Black Panthers, man, and y'all children, man, y'all offspring, you know what I'm saying? Y'all was some brave and rebellious folks, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people right now, a lot of our people right now, it's too weak to even stand up, man, you know what I'm saying? Or too poor to even know what's going on for real, because they got so much going on in their life that they ain't worried about everybody else's, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to y'all, man. I love y'all for real, man. All my ancestors, you know what I'm saying? I love all my people, period, man. You know what I'm saying? I love all people, period. But I love my people too, you know what I'm saying? That's what I mean when I say that. You know what I mean? Shout out to all the activists. Shout out to all the Black Panthers. Shout out to the Garveyites. Shout out to everybody, man. The Muslims. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that pushed the culture forward. You dig? Even the older hip-hop dudes, man. Them hip-hop heads, man. Them grand masters. You see what I'm saying?
The racial segregation in California started in Oakland. Just like in Greenwood District, many people were attracted by Oakland's booming economy after the Second World War. Southern African Americans and also white people kept moving to the region. However, with time, more Black people were now living in Oakland compared to white people. This would have been a great experience for Black people then. However, there was a major problem: the city's police force. White people majorly dominated this police force. With the combination of a dominantly white police force and a group of ex-Southern whites, all the Black Americans had was more experiences of segregation and discrimination coupled with police brutality. This continued until a couple of young people said it wasn't enough. This final resistance was provoked by a tragic incident. An unarmed Black American teenager, Matthew Johnson, was murdered by a San Francisco policeman. It was bad enough that the murderer wasn't arrested. Then the situation escalated as 12,000 National Guard troops were sent to terrorize residents who had no form of defense, only because they were angry that a cop had not been arrested. Who wouldn't get mad?
Whoop de fucking do. It's still happening right now. They still killing us and getting away with it. You see what I'm saying? They still doing it. You know what I mean? And I ain't trying to get all erratic and I ain't trying to get all radical, but I'm just letting you know. You see what that date was? He just was saying that date. He was just saying it been that long, and it's still going on, and we still get mad as hell. But we march.
Teenager was killed for absolutely no reason. It was this event that finally led two Oakland residents, Bobby Seale and Huey Newton,
That's right.
to create the Black Panther for Self-Defense Party. This self-defense party was created to serve the major aim of promoting equal employment, housing, and justice for all while protecting Black communities all over from police brutality. The principles of this Black Panther self-defense party were greatly influenced by some of the philosophies of Malcolm X regarding Black pride. Also, the party was solely inspired by Malcolm X's belief in using armed self-defense to escape white oppression. The Black Panther Party wasn't only...
No, it wasn't to escape white oppression. It was to defend against white oppression. You got to choose your words kind of wisely, because at a point it'll start making it seem like you trying to point a finger or something. I don't know.
As a protection against police brutality, it was glaring that there were certain capitalist and superior Black people who also participated in oppressing Black people with less social and economic statuses. This was happening very frequently, and the Black Panther Party decided they had enough. Founded in 1966, the Black Panther Self-Defense Party provided armed citizen patrols, monitoring police activities in Black communities all over Oakland and other cities in the United States as they expanded over the years. As they continued to patrol, they began to gain more popularity and attention from different people. Creating political and social activities in the Black community, more Black people started to join the cause, increasing the reach of the beneficial party. As the reach increased, Black Panthers got support from cities and urban regions that had large minority communities. Some included Philadelphia, Los Angeles, New York, and Chicago. With
Everybody start coming together because everybody going through the same things. It makes sense. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of like a revolt.
all this, 2 years after its establishment, 1968, the Black Panther Self-Defense Party had around 2,000 members supporting its cause around the United States of America. Like every other successful organization, the Black Panther Self-Defense Party, or as it was more regarded, the Black Panther Party, had its running laws and principles that kept it going. As they drew on Marxist ideologies for running the party, there was a special outline for the political objectives and philosophical views of the company. This outline was called the 10-Point Program in the party. The 10-Point Program had an outline of all the goals of the Black Panther Party and what they wanted for Black Americans all over the country. These 10 points are: freedom and power to determine the destiny of the community, full employment for Black people, end to robbery done by capitalists of the Black community, decent housing for Black Americans, proper education teaching the true history, Black men being exempted from military service.
They still don't teach the real history now.
An immediate end to police brutality and murder, freedom for all Black men held in prisons. Black people on trial should be judged by people from Black communities. Access to clothing, bread, land, housing, education, peace, and justice. Looking at all these points, the Black Panther Party wasn't really asking for too much, were they? The Black Panther Party didn't just make this list of things they wanted for the Black community without acting. They carried out different possible actions. The Black Panther Party continued their patrols in accordance with the California law, which allows them to carry out firearms in public. However, the racist legislators in the state decided to carry out a racist bill which aimed to make carrying firearms in public illegal.
Of course. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Y'all know the rest. You feel me? And he talking a lot about this, what you call the self-defenses and the guns and all that stuff. I ain't hear him say nothing about the free lunch program, the free breakfast and all that, where they was feeding people. That was one of the main problems right there, because they want you to, I don't want to get into it. I just didn't hear him mention that.
The main aim of this was just to destroy the new power balance that black people now had access to. The Black Panther Party decided to protest to stand up for their gun rights. These armed Black Panthers started a peaceful protest in the state capitol for a news conference. However, they didn't stop the governor, Ronald Reagan, from signing the bill into law, although it was made to disarm the Black Panthers. However, this didn't stop the Black Panthers from doing their best for Black communities all over. Local chapters of the Black Panther Party in different Black communities carried out different community programs, which they called survival programs. One of these was the free breakfast program, which was...
There you go. My bad. I ain't mean no harm. I just know I didn't hear it, but I knew what I was talking about though at the same time. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to you. You know some stuff with Black Culture Unlocked. That's where this video come from. You know what I mean? Shout out to him. You know what I mean? Even though he don't sound like he my color or whatever, but that could be AI generated or whatever. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But he know a little something. Shout out to you for putting the information out here, the history out here. Shout out to you. I respect that.
Huge success. The Black Panther Party fed 20,000 children every day. They also had a free food programs for families and elderly people in the community. The Black Panther Party also sponsored Black children's schooling, legal aid offices, health clinics, sickle cell testing centers in different cities, and local transportation and clothing distribution all over Black communities.
All right, now with all of that just said, right, all the stuff that the Black Panther did, the positive stuff, thank you for highlighting the positive stuff, man. I appreciate that for real. From here, I appreciate all that positive stuff right there. Why would somebody want to stop that? If you out here feeding people and making sure they getting rides to work and all that type of stuff, what would make somebody want to stop that? I'll wait. It be agendas, man. Like they don't want people to come together and rise up against their authority. You see what I'm saying? A certain group of people have to have a certain amount of control. You see what I'm saying? And if people come together, a certain group of people will have a problem on their hands. But we get so distracted by this, that, and the third. And y'all see all this good that he highlighting. Why would they want to stop that? Just ask the question and you'll start getting answers. Let's get back to it.
These actions were significant as they serve as a huge support for low-income Black communities. As a result, the Black Panthers kept gaining more popularity and support from people all over. By 1969, 3 years after its establishment, Black Panther Party had 49 local chapters with a total of 5,000 members. At this rate, Black Panther Party had reached its peak till it wasn't there anymore.
The Black Panthers are the single greatest threat to our national security, more than the Chinese, even more than the Russians. Our counterintelligence program must prevent the rise of a Black Messiah from among their midst.
Despite the fact that the Black Panther Party had many amazing achievements that helped develop the Black communities that they were targeting, certain members of the government and the general community saw them as a threat, a game even. The downfall of the Black Panther Party started when the members of the party started making headlines for arrests and fights. There were many incidents of shootouts and violent confrontations. One of them includes an incident that happened with the party's leader, Huey Newton. In 1967, Newton allegedly killed a white Oakland police officer, John Frey, in a violent encounter. So, in 1968, Huey Newton was taken to trial and was convicted of voluntary manslaughter. He was sentenced to 2 to 15 years in prison. Ended up.
If y'all think that really happened, do y'all think he would have got involuntary manslaughter? Start asking the questions and you'll start getting answers.
Being a political prisoner. A lot of the people in the Black community basically saw that as Newton being a victim of a biased trial and court system. This conviction was what began the downfall of the Black Panther Party. The supporters of Newton went on to the streets to start protesting the verdict. They believe it was an unfair trial as there was no definitive evidence, only varied accounts of who shot who first. Their protest wasn't in vain, as Newton was released from jail 2 years later after 2 different trials caused the district attorney to dismiss the charges. However, the release of the co-founder of the Black Panther Party didn't change the state of the situation. Many altercations and conflicts were happening both inside and outside the organization. The federal government had its doubts.
J. Edgar Hoover, the leader of the Alphabet Boys at that time. One of the Alphabet Boys. One section of the Alphabet Boys. Should I say that?
To its socialist message and black nationalist focus. This is exactly what made them attract the attention of a secret FBI counterintelligence program. After watching the Black Panther for years after its establishment, the FBI made a declaration in 1969 stating that the Black Panther was a communist organization being a threat and enemy of the United States government. This came a year after its first FBI director, J. Edgar Hoover, said the Black Panthers were one of the biggest threats to the U.S. national internal security, with the Black Panthers being an FBI major target. They tried out different tactics to weaken the resolve and functionality of the Black Panther Party. They started by trying different methods to dismantle the social benefits of the free breakfast for children and all the other social community programs that the Black Panthers organized. As if this wasn't bad enough, the FBI started using different unjust methods to dismantle the organization completely. They started by using existing rival parties and feasting on the existing rivalries that were going on between different black nationalist groups. After trying this, they went on to humiliate and charge the members of the party falsely. They ensured these members were in prison despite being innocent. The FBI also planned events that led to the death of Black Panther Party members. The FBI instigated an event between the Chicago Police Department and some members, which led to the death of the members. Evidence showed that among the hundreds of bullet casings from that encounter, only one came from the Panther side. The Black Panther Party was officially dissolved in 1982. Black people have encountered so many incidents.
Alright, y'all, so that's the end of the video, man. You know what I'm saying? That was a very informative video, man. I hope y'all watched that, man. I hope y'all actually learn, man, and y'all searching and find y'all roots and the type of bloodlines that y'all come from and the strength that we have in numbers. You feel what I'm saying? The strength in numbers, man. And this for all people. The day that everybody come together, man, and stop all that beefing and this segregation, and you stay over there with your kind and I stay over here with my kind, everything will get better. But y'all already know this, man. Y'all already know this. Y'all know what's going on. I ain't got to be long with it. So if y'all like this video, let me know in the comments, man, and hit that like button. Feel what I'm saying? If y'all want more content like this, hit the post notification bell and subscribe too while you at it. You know what I'm saying? But if you hit that post notification bell, you're going to get notified for when I drop more videos like this. Keep your eyes to the sky, you feel me? Keep your ears to the street. Keep your head on the swivel, man. And if you don't feel it in here, it ain't right, man. NFL, I'm gone.